childhood stories, we are taught that mermaids are mystical creatures which are only a figment of our imagination. But what if I told you the creature not only exists, but she has a much more sinister intention than any mermaid from a storybook, to steal children and use them for her own purposes. That is, the Qualupalik.
Hey there, Morbid Maniacs! It's time for another spooky video, a part of VLOGTOBER. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking all about the legend of the Qualupalik. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. The Qualupalik is a creature which lives along Arctic shorelines near icebergs. They are known to steal children who wander too close to the water. They are very similar to mermaids, half human, half fish. However, their intentions are much more different and darker than a mermaid, and much more like a siren. Often described as a water spirit, sea monster, or demon. Unlike any other normal mermaid, this creature is not beautiful at all. They are often described as having slimy green skin, long fingernails, and long black hair. Their hands are also said to be webbed together, and they have scales and fins. They are also depicted as having fins coming from the back of their head, their back, and their torso. They are also said to have a smelly sulfuric odor which permeates from them. She wears an anotic, which is a parka which is worn by women to keep their babies on their back. It's been said that they use this parka to carry their kidnapped children on their backs. And the parka is made up of duck feathers. She has two flippers, one to emit a shrill sound which paralyzes her victims. She also has dark hollow eyes. And they also have the ability to transform their appearance, meaning that they can shapeshift into whatever they want. The word itself refers to a he, however the creature is usually portrayed in a feminine manner. She uses the kidnapped children as a way of maintaining her long flowing hair. They lurk in the water and hunt along the icebergs, waiting for any children who may wander too close. They often hum as a way to lure the children closer to them. Sometimes they knock under the ice as a way of drawing a child closer. They will draw them onto a weak part of the ice or to a hole in the ice to steal them away. The tale varies on what happens after the children are taken. However, some state that the child is simply devoured, while others say she keeps them in a daze-like state, or takes them off to a cave where she puts them in a sleeping spell. She will then take their energy and use it as a way of keeping herself young and beautiful, and also immortal. The creature, though intimidating, can be outsmarted. Some victims have actually called out to this creature and asked her to change her appearance. They usually ask her to change herself into a seal or a whale. This will confuse her, and at this point, the victim will kill the creature and take her home as a trophy. There are also tales of children being freely given away to this creature. One story tells of a grandmother and her grandson who were struggling to find food. The grandmother, being unable to feed them, willingly gave him to the creature. In an attempt to save the child, a tribe tried to help him, but the boy was entangled in a piece of seaweed, locking him to the creature so he could not escape her. They stealthily hid all night and cut him loose once the sun rose. And in another version, the grandmother willingly gave the grandson over as a form of punishment. The creature is known to stay in places with a much colder environment, such as Alaska or in Canada. Those who have witnessed this creature have described it as only lasting for a split second, and the creature vanishing not too long after. Children victims would not be so lucky, as the creature would leap out from under the water, sink her sharp claws into their flesh, and drag them into her cave along with her. The child is never to be seen or heard from again. However, if the child just so happens to catch a glimpse of the Qualupalik, they will see a green bloated face which appears to be rotting. Under the sea, there is nothing more the child is able to do. No one can hear their screams. Parents warn their children of the terrifying Qualupaliks. Many believe the whole point of the creature is to scare children into staying away from the water. I know I just completely butchered the name of that creature, and I'm so sorry, but what do you guys think of this spooky creature? What would you do if you ever seen her? Please let me know in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification, that way you get notified every single time I upload a new video. And be sure to head on over to my second channel, Mel Vlogs, where I will be posting all of my vlogs and all my other random videos. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.